Well, this is the dirt before the dirt. This actually may be the most scandalous stuff that we got here for you today. It's the dirt involving Virginia. If you were checking out the KVJ show TikTok, you saw this video and saw it go down live yesterday after the KVJ show in our studios.
All right, so I'm sitting here at my desk finishing up my day. It's what, 11:09, and Denny's just came in the studio and said, what?
There is a detective here to see Virginia.
A police detective?
It looks like it.
What do I do now? Suits, am I going to jail?
What did you do?
What did I do? Let's go find out. This is exciting.
Okay, Virginia, so what did you do to get served by a detective yesterday here at the KVJ studios?
Remember, this is exhausting. A few months back, I told you about that drama that Magnolia had with her little ex-boyfriend and his little new girlfriend that were stalking her.
Yeah.
And they keep showing up at places where Magnolia is and causing trouble and drama, and they want attention. Well, it happened again. A couple weeks ago, all these kids were out at the Jupiter Sandbar, and this little girlfriend, she's 2 years younger than Magnolia, but she's dating Magnolia's ex-boyfriend. This girl is obsessed with Magnolia. She tracks her. She follows her on social media. She shows up everywhere Magnolia is, and she looks for trouble each and every time.
Magnolia's still a threat to her.
I guess, but trust me, girl, we do not want your man. We have moved on. We broke up with him.
Yeah.
We don't want him.
Right.
He is all yours, baby cakes.
And all the sources of Magnolia's problems, the conflicts, it's really stemmed from this little clique, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But fortunately for Magnolia, there's not a lot of kids in their clique.
Yeah.
It's kind of just them, and this girl has like sisters, and they're squirrely too. And so each time, the Magnolia sees them, she's like, uh-oh, it's going to get physical. And it does. At the sandbar, this girl sneak attacked her from behind. Magnolia was standing like in waist-high water.
Yeah.
And the girl grabbed her from behind, pulled her hair, and pulled her underwater.
Oh, wow.
There's 15 witnesses,
Wow, that's
too.
a serious takedown to pull somebody's hair to get them underwater.
It's scary. And Magnolia didn't know what was going on at first, but then she quickly realized, okay, it's this same girl who is obsessed with me and stalking me and continues to come wherever I am and make trouble.
Yeah.
And, Magnolia's not big, but she's in the gym every day. She works out. So she's actually really strong.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't know by looking at her, but she's an athlete.
Yeah.
This little girl is not. This little girl has a heroine body. Like, the little girl is smaller than Mags and obviously doesn't know how to fight, but continues to pick fights with Magnolia.
Right.
So when Magnolia's underwater, she realizes, okay, I'm going to have to do something.
Yeah.
And end this.
Right. You're in a dangerous situation right now.
Dangerous. She comes up swinging and connects several times with this little girl's face.
Okay.
To protect herself and get this girl off of her.
Yeah.
Magnolia took 0 licks. But this girl now has, a bruised up, swollen face because she started a fight she could not finish.
What all you need is that graph, the F around and find out graph.
That's exactly what happened.
So
Magnolia wants nothing to do with these people. She tries to leave every time she sees them, but they continue to stalk her and approach her. And so a week and a half ago, I had to go to the Jupiter Police Department because this little girl and her dad, this is drunk dad.
This is the drunk dad you confronted. Wasn't there a ball bat or something involved with that?
I had the bat in my car. I never took the bat out of my car, but I went to their house to go ask the dad to please control his daughter. He was drunk. He became belligerent. There was no talking to him. I don't think he was comprehending what we were saying because he was intoxicated.
Yeah.
So we left, and his girls continue to do what I said they would do, which is stalk and terrorize and harass Magnolia and instigate
Yeah.
Each and every time, physical violence. But the girl comes with hair pulling, and my daughter comes with the closed fist to her face.
Yeah.
I don't know why this girl continues to do the same thing over and over again.
Then why are the cops serving you papers?
Well, we went to the Jupiter PD because this girl filed papers saying that Magnolia instigated it. So we went and met with an officer 2 weeks ago. The officer saw the video, and the officer said, this appears like the other girl is holding Magnolia underwater, and that after that, both of you battered each other. So they clipped off the beginning of the video where this girl charged Magnolia like
So they started recording knowing that they were going to come
No.
in and attack Magnolia.
no, they did not.
Who made the
other
video?
kids made
Other
the video.
kids.
Other kids that had nothing to do with any of
Did
this.
they know this was going down, or were they just filming
No.
something else randomly?
Nobody knew this was going down. They picked up their camera as it started.
So what is the video? Does the video show Magnolia? Does it defend Magnolia?
The video shows Magnolia at first being underwater and then coming up out of the water and connecting with her fist on this girl's face to defend herself.
Yeah. So if the video does include that, you
It
can see that
does.
Magnolia starts
The cop-
underwater.
The cop said it to me.
Yeah.
The cop looked at the video and said, I think this is a case of both of these girls battering each other. Magnolia appears to be underwater first, but again, it's a teenage video, very shaky, very messy. And the cop is like, look, there's nothing here. Both of these girls battered each other. I don't know what happened. I don't care enough to take witness testimony. So I'm going to tell them we're dropping it. I said, thank you, goodbye. We left the police station. Now, this little girl who has facial swelling and bruising told her daddy, please, daddy, we need to get revenge because she wants drama. She wants attention. She has told her dad to file a restraining order so that Magnolia will not come around her because she told her daddy that Magnolia has started all of these fights, which is
Okay. But
categorically
Magnolia would be
untrue.
thrilled with a restraining order, so these two can't get around each other. It would actually benefit your daughter.
It would. And so on the 22nd, we have to go to court and tell the judge what happened. And I don't know, how these things work out. I don't know what's
Are
going to
they pressing
happen.
charges against Magnolia?
I don't know. The cop in Jupiter said there was no evidence to press charges on either girl because he couldn't tell what happened. It was a she said situation.
Okay, so Magnolia is not facing assault
No.
charges.
Not facing any assault charges. This is now order of protection where he wants to ensure that Magnolia stays 100 feet away from his daughter, which Magnolia wants nothing to do with
I'd be
his
like,
daughter.
cool piece. This is great. Yeah,
Cool
this
piece.
is perfect. Yeah.
But now we have to go to court on a day that I already have work stuff that I have to reschedule and
It's an
move.
inconvenience.
It's a huge inconvenience for what? This,
You lawyered up?
of course, I
Yeah,
always
so
have
that's
a lawyer.
cost in that.
There's always a cost in that. Of course, we have a lawyer. And of course, we're going to go and bring all the witnesses, the other kids that were at the sandbar. Some of these kids, Magnolia doesn't even know them, but they were there. They saw what happened. They can tell the judge that Magnolia has never instigated anything with this girl. This girl ran. They called it like one of those Jesus lizards that runs on the water.
Yeah.
They said that's how this little girl charged Magnolia, like a Jesus lizard running on the water to get
Yeah.
at her from behind and
Right.
grab her hair and pull her underwater.
And these other kids have said that they would testify for
Yep.
Magnolia.
They will.
Okay.
And their parents and all. Like, it's
Yeah.
a whole thing.
parents
now.
were there too and saw it?
If they're minors, the parents have to come with them to court
right.
because a kid can't go. And there are some kids that are over 18 that are happy to come and say what they saw. But this is such a giant, stupid headache
Right.
that I don't have time for. I have so many other things that are actually productive and work related in my life that I could be focused on, but instead I'm focused on this teenage drama based on the story of lying little girls that lied to their dad. And who knows what their end game is. My lawyer was like, they may want to try to sue you. They may want to establish that your daughter is the aggressor. and then try to come after you and take your house or take your car or whatever. Who knows what these people have in mind? If they're going to lie about this, if you're going to lie to the police, that kind of tells you what kind of people that we're dealing with here. These little girls are not afraid to lie to cops. I would never, as a 49-year-old adult, I would never lie to cops, but not everybody thinks like I do.
My question is, if this girl gets a restraining order against your daughter, Magnolia, and then she tries to get around her to get Magnolia in trouble, is
Which
it something?
she would.
Right. So is it something where you need to say, you know what, we want a restraining order too, so at least you both have that, so that if the paths do cross.
The lawyer did say that, and that is the proper defense. But, you know, I mean, do I have time for all this? I don't know. This is exhausting.
I know I can't be a lawyer, but I would love to be part of the legal team where I just sit in a suit and act like I'm shuffling papers with a briefcase. I've always wanted to be in a courtroom.
Part of the team. Yeah.
I feel like, and you know, this is where you make your mistake, but I feel like nobody would be a better defense lawyer than me right now for Magnolia because,
Sure, yeah.
you know, I know everything that's been going on, and
It'd be
for
cheaper.
months and months and months, this girl's been stalking her.
Wow.
And so many people are witness to this happening. Like, really?
Yeah. Okay. More drama. That's the real dirt right there.
It's
Yeah.
terrible. It's
Okay.
it's actually embarrassing. And this is why I didn't talk about it weeks ago when this happened, because it's been like over 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
Magnolia begged me because she thinks this is trashy and she thinks this is ridiculous.
be a part of it.
And she wants no part of any of this. And she's like, Mom, what if my teachers at school hear about this?
Is she mad that you're talking about it now?
She did not want me to talk about it, but I said, Magnolia, if I have to go through this, I do a radio show where I talk honestly about the things going on in my life. And this is so all-consuming and so upsetting on such a deep, visceral level. I have to talk about this for therapy. This is my freaking therapy in here. And I am honestly so beside myself upset with all of this because it's lies. Who lies to the police?
Can I ask you a question
lot
without you
of
getting
people.
upset at me? Do you make it better or worse by talking about it on the air? And I'm just asking a question.
Well, I didn't talk about it on the air 2 weeks ago, and then
you
these.
you have talked about the saga on the air. That's what I'm saying. Talking about the drama on the air.
I don't know.
Do you think that helps or hurts the situation?
I don't know, but this is the only way I know how to live my life, and I have for the past 28 years of my life, talking about what's going on in my life on the radio. So if there's some other way to deal with this, let me know. Maybe I'll do better next time. But for
Okay.
now, this is my therapy.
Okay. All right. Well, that's why you got served. If you saw the TikTok video of it going down yesterday in the studio, it's all because of a little fracas and dust up that Virginia's daughter got into.
Well, I posted a week video, and I'm like, oh, let's see how it's doing. Whoa, Virginia's getting arrested?
Yeah. She won TikTok yesterday,
She did.
at least for KBJ.
It's not a competition, and this is not something you want to win for.
No.
This is the dumbest teen drama based on lies I've ever been a part of.
Okay, well, there you go. If you want to see the video itself, you can go to KBJ Show's TikTok.
Did I make the cut for the legal team?
We'd love to have you.
The cream team.
The cream team.
Man, I like the sound of that.
Yeah, that would work for you.